Tombstones and case studies are some of the most valuable marketing and pitch materials that investment banks, law firms, and other professional services firms can use to win new business. But these firms also handle a lot of potentially confidential data. And when you are manually creating this content, you could be putting this confidential data at risk of being released to the public, or at the very least, you're potentially risking incorrect or incomplete data being put out there as a result of the human error that naturally happens when you're spending those hours searching databases, copying, pasting, and formatting. With Pitchly, you can automate this process and insert safeguards to make sure that no confidential data gets exposed. And any incomplete data gets flagged so that you can fix it before exporting. This is the power of Pitchly's data enablement platform. And as a part of our automated Tombstone builder, you can take advantage of logic-based conditional layers to make sure that every piece of content you export is accurate and supports your compelling value proposition. Let's take a look at how it works. Before we jump in, I just want to point out these lightning bolts here on the left-hand side. These icons signal dynamic content. The content that these buttons generate comes directly from your centralized database that compiles data from a variety of sources. For a deeper look into how this works, take a look at the link in the description. Here we have a common Tombstone layout. At first glance, it may appear that everything should be all set to export. But let's take a look at the preview when you plug in some of your data. Now you can see that we're missing crucial data in one of the tombstones. And we're showing a brand name that we're not authorized to share here. This can be easy to miss if you're zooming through content, especially if you're creating multiple content versions each day. So let's go back to the template and put some safeguards in place. To ensure confidential information is hidden, we'll add a conditional layer that goes in front of the content. Simply add a layer, set the criteria, add text that says confidential client name, and drag it so it's in front of the name. Confidential information can be anything from a client logo, a name, an amount, etc. For missing information, we'll just want to add a visual cue to let you know to either fill in that information before exporting or delete it from the tombstones you export. For this, we'll add a new layer, set the criteria, and add whatever text will get your attention. I'd recommend using different text color and some punctuation to make it stand out. Then drag the layer to the front and you're good to go. Let's take a look at how this will look when you preview your export. And there you have it. Because of these conditional layers, you just prevented confidential client names from getting divulged, and you now have the opportunity to go in and fill in that missing data.